Leo, and welcome back to your second part of the reading. If you haven't seen the first part of the reading where we go through the main cards according to the Astroflower, it will be linked in the first comment in the section below, so you can actually click on that and you can go and watch it. I would go and watch it if I was you, so then you'll understand a little bit more about this. But we're just going to do a bit of clarification on the cards with the travel pack and see what actually sort of comes through. As we were talking about in the first video, knowing yourself will lead you on to a fair exchange to know what you should give out to get back. But your mission this week is certainly to explore and keep your eyes open for those gifts from the universe, which is going to encourage love to come through you. And apparently it's coming through quite quickly. If we connect the moon, and this is that whole hidden energies and stuff like that, and your strength card, it's being on the wire, ready to receive, ready to notice what those coincidences are, because the universe is trying to encourage you, obviously, to your karmic path, where you have the King of Wands. I got a funny feeling that is a Leo card leading onto the Strength, which I got a funny feeling is also a Leo card. So this is where you're sort of standing in your power, knowing who you are. And when you do know who you are, you can hold up that flame of that torch of love for everybody or anybody, you know, and being strength and strong within yourself. There's a line in there, and you get that on the Strength card as well. The overall, the connecting thing between it all is that Four of Cups. So, as I said, the disappointment, which funny enough came out there, and there was those two cards there. I'm going to show you, but I'm not going to put them out. Yeah, so you got the middle card, which is repeated, but you've also got the Three of Cups, which is all to do with community. But it's basically sort of, you know, with your disappointment, it's kind of, you shouldn't sort of give up. You shouldn't sort of kind of go, oh, well, I'm not playing anymore. Because you will lose out. You will lose out by the looks of things. If you know who you are, then you can then chalk it up to sort of experience, which is good to know. And it will help you in the healing of that Five of Cups, that bit of disappointment, which in theory, if you look carefully, you know, on the Five of Cups, she's got that full cup behind her, and she could, you know, you can move on from that disappointment with ease. And we have the Knight of Pentacles. So the Knight of Pentacles is a very steady, sturdy sort of card. It's got that air, and it's coming across that cardinal air there. So it's basically saying to you here, if I was you, start planting those seeds for tomorrow, because that tomorrow is definitely, there's a new course coming up for you, and it seems to be based on your pleasures and love, you know, or your connection, your emotional connections with either the physical world or the things that you do around you. So it's asking you with the Knight of Pentacles to start planting those seeds. It's a long time. Don't forget, they've got to germinate and everything like that. But you've got to plant them up and trust in the process, you know, and know who you are in order to go through that process. Let's just see what's going on the physical side, on the material side for you. We're going to connect this bottom section, this karmic path together. So, a bit of a Tower moment. I think this is basic. I think this is a realization of last week, actually, and I think it's being implemented within your life this week. And I think the Tower moment has actually come and already gone, and now it's a case of, and now how do I put it into my life? I think that's going to be the most interesting thing, and it is, if you're feeling trapped, if you don't allow yourself to be free to sort of say, no, that caused me to paint myself into a corner last time, I'm not going to do that again. And therefore, if you realize that, then you will avoid your sort of the hardship of the Tower moment. But basically, the Tower moment is making space so that new karmic journey can actually get through it. And I think the universe is trying to help you with this a lot. It's really got your backs. And starting of that journey, Three of Wands, going between the death and rebirth to the Ace of Cups. And that start of that journey is actually falling in love with what you do. And if you're not loving what you're doing, maybe that's what that Tower moment is. And it could be a realization that you don't love what you do. Therefore, it'd be good to sort of later on in the week in the Hermit to work out what you want to be doing. If you don't want to be doing what you're doing, then you should be moving on. So you got the 9 of Wands after that. So that sort of encumbers the whole sort of thing. Having healthy boundaries and those boundaries, as far as I can see, can be concerned with what has sort of entrapped you in the past. You know, you should be able to realise not to have that happen to you in the future. The starting of the journey. Now the calculation of the journey, wanting to go on the journey. She's got the world out there. She's got, she's got brochures and everything like that. She's looking longingly out the window. And this is that starting of that journey. And it will depend on your sort of mutable air that comes through you there to size it up in lots of different ways. And it's going to force you to go within that Hermit to work out that journey of where you're going forward. So let's just have a look and connect the spiritual path and the physical path into the finality of it all. And so it's quite quick. This is pretty, there's definitely movement here, but it's movement based upon who you are and what you know, and planting up for future sort of future projects. And as you realise that in the card of the Hierophant, so it pulls down those rules and regulations and stuff like that, and it knows the ups and downs of the situation, you can actually move on really quite quickly and feel quite comfortable in that fair exchange between you and your partner, or you and your future partner, or you and your family and your community. There has to be a fair exchange for it all to work, not only for you, but for everyone around you. So it might topple those dominoes really quite quickly, yeah. And justice on the other side. So being just to yourself, and it's leading you onto the 6 of Pentacles. So it's saying to you, sort of, if you're just with yourself, you will have that fair exchange, and I think it's going to blow that 5 of Cups out of the water. Let's do a little sportsman's bet in a way. I reckon you're going to get either the Sun at the top. I think it's more at the top, or something like the Sun, and down the bottom it's going to be sort of like like the 8 of Cups, like walking away from something. So that's the 3 of Pentacles. So it wasn't that, but it has got to do with disappointing of how things have been set up, and it's connected to you have done good work in the past and how you connect it to your business or your job or your building of your house, or your acquiring of physical material wealth, or your physical body. And you've done work in the past, and it's combining it with all the things around you. And it'd be good to have that as you might feel disappointed with the outside world more than anything else. I got the Sun though. I got the Sun, and that was the first one that came out. So moving on to pure happiness. I think that fair exchange will make you feel like, yes, this is it. That fair exchange will make you feel, yes, I feel my place in the community. I feel at one with who I am and my surroundings. Really nice ending to that reading, Leo. So there you go. I hope that sort of helped sort of clarify things for you in this coming week. Don't forget to subscribe and click the bell and everything like that. And don't forget, life should be fun, you should be able to enjoy.